Hezbollah were victims of the pager attack, then the walkie-talkie attack. What's next? The fax machine attack? Actually, I think Hezbollah were using this kind of archaic, out-of-date technology because they thought it would be more difficult for that to become compromised, but looks like they were wrong. And actually, the Israelis managed to plant bombs in these items and took them out. It was something of an indiscriminate attack. How could you know who would be around? And I think some children lost their lives during those attacks, unfortunately. And Hezbollah means Party of God. They are a Shia militia or paramilitary that emerged from the Lebanese civil war, and initially they were created to defend the Israeli invasion of Lebanon, defend against it, because during that civil war Israel sided with the Phalangists, the Maronite Christian fascists who were against the Palestinian factions, and there were many different factions in the civil war in Lebanon, but those were two of the sides that emerged. And since that time Hezbollah has continued to resist against Israel, and in the last few years, the last decade or so, they also got involved in the Syrian crisis, and being backed by the Islamic Republic of Iran, being of a Shia sect, they are loyal to Bashar al-Assad. Iran have an alliance with the Syrian government. This all gets very murky, and it happens that Bashar al-Assad and his family are Alawi, which is a type of Shia, but more importantly they are secular Arab nationalists, and they are part of the Ba'ath party, Hezbollah party of Ba'ath means, is it Renaissance, something like that. And there are two strands of the Ba'ath party, the Iraqi one and the Syrian one, and they split at some point, and secular Arab nationalist Saddam Hussein was attacking the Islamic Republic of Iran, and the Syrian side of the Ba'ath party sided with Iran, and from that time the Ba'athists in power in Syria have been loyal to the Islamic Republic of Iran. So during the Syrian crisis, Hezbollah, who are from Lebanon, Lebanese faction, they were fighting in Syria to help keep Bashar al-Assad and the Ba'ath party in power, and they did that. They arrived and helped him cling on to power. And some people say, were it not for the French, Lebanon would have been part of Syria, and Lebanon was carved out of Syria during the Sykes-Picot agreement, when the French took Lebanon and Syria, and the British took Transjordan, as it was known then, and Palestine. So it all dates back to then. But I have been to Lebanon a couple of times, on the way into Syria and on the way out again. But before that, in 2014, I was in Lebanon, and we delivered some boxing training in a Palestinian refugee camp in Lebanon, Burj al-Barajneh. And I've got fond memories of being there, and some disturbing memories that I might go into another time. But I remember arriving in the airport in Lebanon, and we were told that this airport is controlled by Hezbollah, which at the time sounded a bit frightening, because we think of Hezbollah as being this militant organisation. I believe they are a prescribed organisation according to our government, but from that time, Hezbollah has actually moved into the political side of things. The political party are part of the government in Lebanon, so they're not just an armed faction, they are part of the government. That's why it could be argued, and I have heard the argument made at protests on the street in London, if you're flying the Hezbollah flag and you're accused of supporting a prescribed group, the government political party is not prescribed, only the militant wing. So that's who Hezbollah are. That's who's been attacked by the pages, and I just hope that this doesn't descend into an all-out war. There was a full-scale invasion in 2006, and around that time Israel still occupied the Sheba Farms district of Lebanon. So Hezbollah were defending or trying to resist against an illegal occupation. This is recognized as part of Lebanon. I really hope that we don't have a full-scale war that draws in these allies that are backed or backing Hezbollah. Can you imagine if Iran, who are a superpower in the region, apparently not a nuclear superpower, but certainly a superpower, and their names getting mentioned, they are being blamed for things that are surely not to do with them. I've heard the name Iran mentioned in some of the plots against Donald Trump. It wasn't Iran that tried to assassinate Donald Trump. I think it was. I think the call was coming from inside the house, as they say. Anyway, let me know. What are your thoughts as we seem to be on the brink of all-out war? Who's going to win, and whose side are you on?